Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today I'll be playing Gravwell. This is the second edition, but I'm going to be using the solo rules from the first edition. Let's get rolling. Alright, and I'm all set up now to play Gravwell. So this is Gravwell's second edition. I've never played the first edition, and this version I've only played it once, and it was a 2-player game. I got the impression that this game really shines between 3 and 6 players. But I found out, when I bought the game, it lists 2 to 6 players on the box. But I recently found out that the first edition had a solo mode in it. And so I'm mostly going to be playing that solo mode with a couple modifications. The second edition included, every ship has an E-stop card, but then each ship has its own individual powers as well, like different other abilities. So 3 unique ones to each ship. So I haven't figured out how to incorporate that into a solo game yet. So the modifications I've made from the version 1 solo mode are I'm using both of the debris instead of just one, and I'm going to play against 2 opponents. So I'll be red, and I'll always go first, and then yellow will be player 2 and blue will be player 3. This would be red, yellow, and blue in case anybody's got color blindness where they can't see the differences there. At least they're all different shapes, so that helps. And then during the mining phase, instead of I'm using the Gravwell 1. I think this is the first edition how they set it up. I've got 5 face down cards in each stack and 1 face up. Second edition has you do 1 face down and 2 face up, and you have twice as many stacks and you pick twice. So I'm not going to mess with that right now. So let's get started. Let's take the first turn, and I'm just going to pick, I guess for each player, I want, I think I want this one. And so I'll make this one yellow and this one blue. And I'll give them a cursory shuffle. All right, so what do I have at my disposal here? Again, I've only played this once. It's been a little while, and it was just a 2-player game, so I don't really have a feel for the strategy on this yet. I don't know, I guess we'll start right in the middle, alphabet-wise. Chances are low anything will be behind me, so why don't I just start right at the end with this nice strong one. I'm going to play Vanadium. That's me. So yellow will play this, and blue will play this. So yellow goes first. And they will go forward 1 space, because there are 2 pieces of debris out there. And I don't think anything in the inner warp gate counts as being behind you. At least not while you're in it. So now it would have 2 pieces ahead of it and 2 behind. But when you're in the gate, you don't count those things as behind you. And then I go next. V comes before W. So I'm going to go forward 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And blue is going to go forward 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now I've got 3 objects ahead of me and 1 behind. And I don't think yellow's going to pass me. And I don't think I'll end up ahead of blue. So I think I'm pretty safe to play this one. Yeah, okay. So that's me, yellow, and blue. Oh, and we're going to go right in that order. So TA goes first. I'm going to go 6 spaces towards the closest object, which would be blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now blue is going to go 2 spaces towards the closest object. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's still closer to me. And now yellow is going to move 5 away from the closest object, which is silly. I did those backwards. Mine was correct. This is yellow. I'm trying to go in, wavelength order, red, yellow, blue. Yellow goes 2 spaces towards the closest object. Blue goes 5 away from the closest object. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a tie. So the tiebreaker is then there's more stuff on this side. So that's a bad move for blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it has to drift. All right, well now I'm in the lead. And how far away is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm a little closer to the debris field. So I want to go towards the closest object if I can go first. And I think this boron will allow me to do that. So yellow, good, and blue. All right. Let me count that again just to make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is my distance from yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is my distance from the debris. So I'm going to go towards the debris. 2 spaces. Yellow is next. And that's going to pull everything towards yellow. 1 space. Blue is closest. 1 space, and then it drifts towards. And now blue is going to move, it stinks for blue, 8 spaces towards the closest object, which is going to put it back in the inner warp gate. So now what am I going to do? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm like significantly closer to the debris than to yellow, so I think I am going to try and play this Iridium 6 and hope that yellow doesn't get much closer to me before I'm able to play it. So yellow, oh no, blue. Yellow's going to go first. That's going to trip me up. Well, it goes 3 towards the closest object, and I believe blue does count. One, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go 6 towards the closest object. Which is the debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then blue, 4 towards the closest object. And because they're both in the warp gate, they don't count each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm off to a pretty good start in one round. N and X. I think I'm very safe going towards the closest object. Yellow and blue. So they'll both go before me. Blue goes first. It's going to go 5 towards the closest object. That's bad for blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yellow is next. It's going to go 1 away from the closest object, but they don't, as it can't go any further back. Let me check real quick. I don't know how to resolve this. Well, I'm going to say that ships in the warp gate do not count as objects when you're both in the warp gate, so that'll still be the case here. So it's going to repel from the next closest object, which would be me. So it stays in the warp gate. And now I'm going to move 4 spaces towards the closest object. All right, so this is my last option. Red, yellow, blue. Yellow goes first, 4 spaces towards the closest object. Blue is going to be next, 2 spaces. And now I'm going to move 3 spaces away from the closest object, which is this debris behind me. 1, 2, 3. And I think I am exactly halfway. I think that space is halfway between the inner and outer gate. So that was one round. Let's move to round 2. Just give these a cursory shuffle. Not 100% sure I'm getting all these rules right. I'll double check them later, I guess. But I'm going to keep going for consistency. I feel like I've got, just after one round, a pretty big advantage. Just sort of a first player advantage, I guess. Or, not first player advantage, but an advantage where I'm making real decisions. And my opponents are not, they're just moving randomly. I was hoping having multiple opponents would make it a little more interesting, but we'll see. So which one of these do I want? I'm so far ahead of everything. I think I want this one. So there's yellow. And blue. So my 3 regular cards here, each of them would get me past this next closest object. So I want to get as far past it as I can while there's nothing else really around me. certain I was going to sneeze. Well, there's nothing else really around me. So I'm going to play Vanadium first. That's me. And yellow and blue. Oh, okay. So yellow is going to go first, 3 spaces towards the closest object. And now blue's not next. I'm next. I'm going 7 towards the closest object, which will be this debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now blue will go 7 towards the closest object. That's not good for blue. I don't think I should have played that 7 first. I should have played the 2 6s first and let them cancel each other out. Well, I guess I'll play them now and they'll still cancel each other out. I should end up back in this spot. So let's play this one. Yellow and blue. So yellow is going to go first. 9 towards the closest object. But I think I was counting things in the warp gate, unless they were both in the warp gate. Sorry, yellow. I don't know if that's right, but I do want to be consistent now. So I am next. I go 6 towards the closest object. 3, 4, 5, 6. And now blue goes 2 this way. I'm going to play my other 6. Yellow. Blue. That's interesting. And I go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue is next. Fermium. And this is a multi-point repulsor, so push everything else away by 1. So yellow doesn't move, but everything else moves away by 1. That's fine with me. And yellow is next, and they're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm in decent shape. I don't think the order is really going to matter here. I'll go ahead and do this one to move 2 away from the closest object. Dubnium, hydrogen. So yellow is first with dubnium. 2 spaces towards the closest object and then drift. Blue is next. 4 spaces towards the closest object. God, that's terrible. And krypton, 2 spaces away from the closest object. Really running away with it here. I'm going to go ahead and play uranium, yellow, blue. Blue is first, 1 space, and then they drift. Uranium is second, 5 away from the closest object. And yttrium is third, 8 towards the closest object. That worked out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An intelligent move. And we'll play the last cards here. So yellow is first. 3 spaces towards the closest object. That's too bad. We were going the right way. Blue is next. And it's a multi-point tractor that pulls everything else toward. 2 spaces. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 2. And now I do the same thing. Everything 1 space toward me. Okay. Didn't make as much progress, I don't think, as the first round, but still running away with it. Very significant lead. I'm going to need a lot of repulsor fields. Okay. Well, there's a repulsor field and I need it. So I'm taking that. Yellow. Blue. Let's see what else I've got. So these two repulsors are going to get me 7, which is not going to be enough to win. Or to end the game anyway. There's really nothing I can do here to get this any closer to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to advance one space. That's my prediction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's the best I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to play Iridium first. Yellow. Oof. And blue. And I go first. So I'm moving 6 spaces this way. And blue is second, 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not too bad. And yellow is going to push everything away 2 spaces. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these 3 blue ones are all going to cancel out and get me back to here, and then I can push away. I think that was a net positive for me. Not in that turn, but overall for the round. Okay, what am I going to do? Yeah, I need to use one of these 4s, and I want to use it kind of early. All right, blue is going to go first. The closest object's probably yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a tie, and there's more mass on this side, so it's actually going to go forward. Good for blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am next. I'm moving 4 spaces this way. And yellow is pulling everything toward it 1 space. All right, now I want to get as far ahead of this object as I can. All right, I think that's going to be good for me. Blue is first, and it's pushing everything away from it. 3 spaces. And yellow is next. I'm going to move forward 2. And now I'm going to move forward 8. Nothing's going to happen to change the relative position between me and this debris. So I might as well just take the hit now. Now let's put it off though. Let's see if we can jump forward. Yellow is first. It's going to pull everything toward it by 2. And technically, I'm supposed to start with the closest item or object. Blue is next, and it's going to move 6 spaces away from the nearest object. I think that's going to be the debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So it's a bad move for blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to move 5 away from the closest object, which is this debris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll go ahead and try and advance 2 more spaces. And I'm first. Blue is second. The closest object's definitely yellow. And now yellow moves forward 8. And I'm going to be moving backwards. Can't do anything about it. Blue is first. 2 spaces advancing. I am second. 4 spaces retreating. And yellow is last. 3 spaces away from the closest object. That actually works. That's the end of this round. I think I am closer to the outer warp gate from the start of that round, but not massively closer. So at this point where I've got this lead, where I'm the closest object to the outer warp gate, the other, like the Gravwell 2nd edition draft of cards would be more beneficial because I'd be able to see 4 cards rather than just 1 and have a much better sense for my options. But this is what I did, so we're going to stick with it. And again, I'm going to want that. I want the uranium. Yellow. Blue. And let's take a look. These are bad. There's not much I can do about it either. All right, I've got a plan. I'm going to start with silicon. All right, so blue is first. Yellow is second. Okay. And I am third. Now I'm going to play Einsteinium. Blue is first, Dysprosium. Yellow is second. And I am third. Oh, I should have been second. That's okay. Didn't matter. Still getting a grip on the alphabet. Okay. Now I'm going to use this just to try and nudge this forward a little bit to keep it going with me. I'm first. So I push everything away 3. And yellow is second. And it's 4 forward. And then blue 7 forward. That worked out for them. All right, so I want to play this one next. And yellow is first. 5. That direction. Blue is second. Oh, and that worked out for blue. And I am third. I need to play this one next. And yellow is first. So blue is second. It's going to push everything away from it 3. Oh, so this won't matter. This goes first and then drifts. And now I go away 3. Interesting. That's helpful. And now I'm going to move away from the closest object 5. I have no choice on this last one. And I'm going first. 6 spaces. Probably would have helped if I just got on the other side of that debris. Yellow is next. Going the wrong way. And blue, push everything away from it. 2. I'm not sure if I'm any closer or not, but at least the debris is closer. I can use that to my advantage. So we're going into round 5. It's really just a game I'm playing with this piece of debris. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. That could be helpful. I do like, I'm noticing that this is a game where as you go through it, a lot of games with different types of cards like this have an issue that this one doesn't, where the cards get grouped together. But the way each player plays their cards, and then all the players' cards get mixed together. You don't end up, when you shuffle it, you don't end up having like all the blues together, all the reds together, all the oranges like that. So I appreciate that. Makes the shuffling a little simpler. You don't have to be so crazy thorough about it. This is a pretty good hand for me. I could probably sit here and think for a while about how to optimize it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play this first. Seems like a good idea. And I don't think anyone else is anywhere near me enough to have any effect on what I'm doing. So this is going to put yellow first. And I am second, and so I pull everything towards me. 3. And blue is third, going the wrong way. So now I want to keep that thing going that direction. I want to push it away from me too. I am thinking about optimizing a little. No, I think that would mess me up. Push it away too. Then what if I move toward it? Well, push it away too. Then push it away 3. It would be on the 50. And then I can go toward it 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd be one ahead of it. Then I can use Krypton to push away from it 2. I'd be one space away. So I could push it away from me 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I could go toward it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a good idea. Then push it away 2. Go past it 8. Oh, I already forgot what I did. I think I need to push it away 3. That's what I need to do. So blue is first. Yellow is second. And I am third. Push everything away 3. Now I want to do hydrogen. And yellow is first. I am second. And blue is third. So I could keep kicking that thing forward, but I think I'm just going to win if I play this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So I don't need to. I could use these and they'd be fine, but I'm going to do this. Yellow is second, or first. 2 spaces. Blue is second, 4 spaces. And I am third, 8 spaces. And that's it. Fairly quick. I think I would benefit from using the other drafting method. I wonder about including the ship's abilities somehow, and having a mechanism for the other players to intelligently use theirs. But what I also might try before trying to incorporate those things, I might switch to drafting method. But I wonder what it would look like if I upped it from 2 opponents to 5 opponents. Might be more interesting. I don't know. I've also got to double check. At least I was consistent, but I don't think the normal tractor beams or repulsor beams count anything in the warp gate, even if you're out of the warp gate. So I've got to check on that. But let me know, what's your opinion on Gravwell? What things do you recommend changing to make this the better solo experience? It wasn't bad, but I kind of ran away with it. Maybe that was just luck. I don't know. But let me know what you think. And then if you made it this far, go ahead and subscribe and comment. I'd appreciate it. Leave a like. And don't forget, I've got a separate website now. It's tablefor1.games. I don't have anything on there for Gravwell at this moment, at time of recording, but you can find free content there for other games such as Terraforming Mars and Spirit Island. So be sure to check that out as well. Otherwise, I hope you had a good time, and I will see you in the next video.